Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the Wheel of Mystery podcast, where we talk about random topics that we spin on a wheel. So yeah, starting from my right, I'm Calvin Stidham, and starting to my right, we can say the names.
Chelsea Bowen.
Sean Smith.
Abdallah Thabata.
Thomas Stidham.
Okay, let's spin the wheel. Inspiration / motivation. Okay, so does anyone take any inspiration or is inspired by any person? We'd say, because
I don't know, my parents.
yeah, that's good. I would say. I feel like definitely my mom or my dad. Definitely, it's like a obvious inspiration.
Abdallah, tell us about why your parents are an inspiration to you.
Because both my parents are blind, right? But even through their struggles, we've had a nice lifestyle. I think we're middle ground. But most people wouldn't expect that out of blind people. Most people would think that they would just be living off of like Social Security checks.
That's really cool, actually.
Yeah,
that's
that's
awesome.
good.
Well, does anyone take inspiration from like the online videos? The guys like wake up at 5 a.m., brush my teeth.
No.
No, come on, like every morning wake up watching one of those videos. I feel motivated.
What about you?
I honestly don't know. I guess just not dying every day is my inspiration. I don't know.
No, do you take inspiration from those videos?
No, no, I was lying. Definitely not.
I thought maybe that could be why, like, you were bringing it up.
No. But yeah.
Well, I take inspiration from the, like, food videos, like how to make new things.
That's good.
I'm always looking for new recipes, and I always find them.
Yeah, no, like you can find anything on like food related on the internet. So yeah. that's
Especially
good.
those, like, 3-ingredient recipes. I make so many things with 3 ingredients.
I feel like so many of those just like either I'm bad at like baking or something, but like they never work for me. Like, oh, just mix it for like 5 minutes, put some that in, and there you go. Like, okay.
I've definitely had some flops, I'll say that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Sean, do you have any motivation?
No.
Inspiration?
Not
No.
really.
You have
No.
nothing that
No.
motivates you?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh. That's okay.
You know what? That's okay. Yeah.
He's naturally motivated.
Oh yeah. There you go.
There you
Is that how
go.
it comes
Yeah.
from?
He doesn't need to get his motivation from anywhere else. He's naturally
Except
motivated.
not motivated to get up this morning.
Okay. Thomas, do you have any motivation?
Let me think about this for a second.
Okay.
Come back to me.
Okay.
You're the
Last
last
person.
person.
I can't think of anything.
Okay. Like nature, going on a hike, feel inspired to push on, maybe. I feel like that's definitely a good inspiration I have. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we can spin the wheel. Okay. Books. That's a wild topic. Okay. Wow, is that bad? Okay. What kind of books do you guys read? Like genres of books? I guess.
I'm gonna be honest, I barely read.
None.
No.
Same.
What?
I don't like reading at all.
Okay.
I'll listen to books, but not read
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, same.
Has anyone had like any?
But it isn't necessary for me to read for my school.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. So has anyone read like Shakespeare, like long series, like Harry Potter, Lord of
Oh,
the
wait,
Rings?
I've read all of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I've
I would
looked
say
at-
I don't
Uh,
have any one. What are you saying? No. What are you saying?
I started a Harry Potter this week with my kids.
Which one?
So I'm not reading for myself, but I'm reading for them.
That's
the
good.
the first one.
The first one. Number 1. Yeah.
My mom is a humongous fan of Harry Potter, and she made my dad a fan. And then everyone likes Harry Potter in the house now.
We basically have a shelf of Harry Potter Legos. Like
Of
the
Lego?
castle, the purple bus.
What? That's actually sick. But yeah, I would definitely. Has anyone ever tried to read like Shakespearean plays and stuff? No. Like,
No.
No.
How about
I've
you?
read
How
a
about
little
you?
bit of the dictionary.
A little bit. That counts. Yeah.
What about you, Calvin?
I mean, yeah, not crazy. I read like Hamlet and stuff, and I want to read Macbeth and like Taming of the Shrew. If you know what that is.
Yes.
Definitely Hamlet was my latest one, and it is tough to read. It is pretty confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like die walketh into the room, and and like I don't know. I know it's insane. It's crazy.
Yeah, I just can't do that.
But
But I
yeah,
do
that would
remember
be
having to
difficult.
do that in school.
yeah. You read like the tough books like that with like
Mhm.
old English.
Yeah.
Dang.
I listen to a lot of books. I have I'm listening to a book right now on leadership,
Okay.
developing leadership skills as well as like I've been trying to heal myself because I've been through a lot of things with my like stomach health that I've been dealing with, and so I'm reading a book right now called The Grape Cure, and it's actually pretty interesting. It talks about basically fasting for like 72 hours where you only drink like cold water. And then after the 72-hour fast of drinking nothing but just cold water, you're going to drink cold pressed um, grape juice. And it says that you like there's a number of things that you can use this for because I guess there's tons of healing properties in grapes,
Mm.
particularly the seeds and the skin of grapes are like phenomenal. Um, so basically, like I said, you cold press grapes and you drink like an 8 ounce glass of it when you first wake up. And then I think you go like 2 or 3 hours, and then you drink like another 8 ounce glass of it. And then you go like 2 or 3 hours, and you eat like a handful of grapes. Then you go like 2 or 3 hours, and then you drink more cold pressed grape juice. So basically, you're doing this grape cure for a minimum of about 20 days. But they say to go the longer you can go, the better. And basically, according to this book, people with like stage 4 cancer, uh, type 2 diabetes, you know, a long list of just any kind of ailments and things like that that you're suffering from, the grape will go in and do its job and basically cure the body. Um, and it basically says that like the grapes go in and it like by not starving out your body, but by rejecting food to yourself for the first 72 hours, right? Your body clears everything out of you, all the toxins, all the metals, all that stuff. And then the grapes come in, and whatever you have inside of you, whether it be like parasites, plaque, whatever it may be, leaky gut, like all that stuff, the grapes actually go in and begin to heal, like repair everything. And according to science, every 7 years, the body naturally regenerates itself. So they're saying that, by giving the body the proper foods, which, eating things from nature, like grapes, particularly plant-based things, it's supposed to have all the healing properties. So that's one of the books I'm reading right now.
That's awesome, actually. So you definitely said the book has helped you for sure.
It's been helping me. I haven't been able to work up the courage to go 72 hours
Yeah.
without eating.
That's tough. No.
I've gone 24 hours, and I was already struggling. And after them 24 hours, bro, I was just like, I need something to eat. So it's pretty nerve wracking, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like just going a whole day and night without eating and just drinking water. It's pretty tough. So I actually went the second time I tried it. I went a full 48 hours, but I did instead of just doing water, I did a green juice as well.
Okay.
So, like when I would be getting like really weak or feeling like going delusional because I'm hungry,
Yeah.
I would just drink some of that green juice, and that actually helped, give me some nutrition to where my body was like, okay, you're not bugging out anymore.
Yeah, no, that's pretty
It
crazy.
was like, give me more, but at the same time, it was
Yeah.
like, we're okay.
'Cause even going like 12 hours without eating, you make trembling, like, yeah, like you said, like weak, and going 72 hours, that's insane.
Yeah,
That's wild.
it's nerve wracking, bro, and I still haven't even been able to wrap my head around it. I know eventually I'll get there, but that's gonna be tough.
Yeah, that's a good tie-in of books and motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good. That's good. That was nice.
yeah. I listen to a lot of books. I'm not big on reading because I have dyslexia. So like when I try to read, particularly like small print stuff, like things just start moving all over on me, man, and I have a hard time keeping focus. And I never had that problem before, but when my accident happened, I took a massive blow to the back of my head, and just things just haven't been right ever since then.
Jeez.
So yeah, I listen to a lot of books though. I listened to another book called The Dichotomy of Leadership. That one's actually a really good one. That's the second book. There's a first one to it called Extreme Ownership, and that one it's about these retired Navy SEALs that are basically talking about high intense situations and how to remain calm and stay in control when you're like dealing with um, you know obviously we're not on the battlefield, and that's what they're talking about, but they're talking about how you can take those same um, what would be the best word for it? You could take the same
Like situation.
I'm drawing a blank on the word. It's like on the tip of my tongue. You can apply the same tactics, I guess, for
Yeah.
lack of better word, to like everyday life situations. Whether it's in business, in family, wherever, like just personal relationships, things like that, and how you can use those to, like take extreme ownership. Never, instead of like blaming somebody if something happens, instead of blaming somebody, you just take all the responsibility no matter what, even if it wasn't your fault. Like you pull yourself out of the situation and say, what could I have done to not have found ourselves in this situation, or things like that. So it's a really good book, man. Anybody listening and everybody here, if you're ever looking to build leadership skills, it's a really great book.
Awesome. Dang,
Were you guys inspired to read now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. And audiobooks are really nice. Definitely. Like if you don't feel like reading, especially since you have dyslexia. Yeah, I have a friend that has dyslexia, and he's never. I don't think he's ever read a book out of school, out of like a school book. And I think one time, I can't remember the book he read, but it was like an audiobook, and he like read it just fine. Like over like a whole day, he just read the whole thing, and it was like, yeah, it was perfect. So yeah, that's a really cool thing. Audiobooks are. I'm glad that. I don't know. I'm glad that's the thing. I guess. But yeah.
I like using Audible.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
there's a few other apps and like websites out there where you can use like audiobooks, but
Mm.
I just feel like Audible is by far the best. Kindle's all right, but again, you get audio versions, but they give you the like a PDF version of it as well. So
Yeah.
that's part of the cool part about the Kindle. And it gives you like that effect when the page flips.
Yeah.
And not all of them, but some of them, it gives you that sound effect where the page is flipping, so
Mhm,
it kind of makes it more real.
Yeah, we're immersed. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, I guess we can. I guess we can spin the wheel if everyone's good.
Okay, let's go to the next one.
Clothing brands. I'm bowing out of this one.
Who thought of this one?
I have no idea.
I would say I have no clue what clothing brands, to be honest.
I like Polo, and I like Adidas.
Yeah, those are both just like, yeah, that's all you say. Yeah, I like those. That's it. Like, yep.
Yeah, Polo has been something I've been wearing, and not so much now. When I was younger, I used to be really preppy, bro. Like I used to rock Doc Martens and
Dang.
you know what
Okay.
I mean, collar shirts, the whole nine, bro. I used to wear cufflinks. Like I used to be like 18, 19, bro, freaking
Wow.
doing the
Dang,
damn thing.
okay.
Everybody used to look at me like I never saw myself as preppy. Um, but like all my friends were like, "You're a preppy guy." And then one time, this girl I was talking to back then, she was like, "You're a pretty boy," and I was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, right." I was like, "I play basketball, I play football, you know, I play all these sports." But she was like, "It's because of the way you dress." And I was like, "Well, what's wrong with the way I dress?" She was like, "Nothing is wrong with it." She was just like, "You know, you dress preppy. You dress like a pretty boy." And I was like, "Okay." So, but yeah, that's how I started rocking like polo. Um,
Dang, okay.
Like I would wear polos all the time, man.
Yeah.
I do that too. I have a nickname, Prince.
Oh, okay.
People call me it all the time because I'll always be wearing suits or stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't know. I never wore suits, but like I said, I always had the button-up shirt,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
I said, the collar polo on, things like that, and yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's a. Yeah, I don't know. I had nothing on clothing.
Whenever I was growing up, I wore a lot of buckle, like buckle jeans. Have y'all heard
Okay.
of that? No.
I heard of
no,
the
actually.
store.
Yeah, I wore a lot of the buckle jeans, and they had a ton of different brands there. Buckle was like their great value for Walmart. It was like the cheaper version, but it was still really expensive. And I have really long legs, so it was the only thing that was the only brand that fit my long legs.
Okay.
It was a very popular brand back then.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, like a ton of people have shoe collections. Does anyone have any of those? Like,
I used to, believe it or not. I don't know more.
yeah.
But I used to have Jordans galore.
Yeah.
I used to have all kinds of Docs. I used to have, I mean, you name it. I even had polo boots.
What? That's wild.
Yeah, I had the polo boots.
Dang.
Yeah, I had a lot of shoes in my day.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool collection. Even though I'm guessing you never wore them. I would assume. I mean, maybe you did after you didn't really care about them that much. But like, I'll walk into someone's like room and I have like a whole shelf of like 15 like pairs. And it's just like, dang. Like, I mean, I don't want to say I'm discredited. It's just like I really just I see a shoe to wear. Like I don't see it to like have as like a what's it called? Like a collective.
display.
Yeah, to display. But yeah.
I had one time I bought 3 pairs of Air Force Ones at one time, 2 pairs of white ones and a pair of black ones. And my cousin and my brother were like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "If one gets scuffed, and I'm ready, I'm already prepped and ready."
See, yeah, that's exactly.
And he
what
was
I'm-
like, "But why don't you just clean them?" I was like, "Trust, they're gonna get clean too." I was like, "When the night's over and tomorrow morning," I was like, "I'll clean them and I'll wear the others, the newer pair." And he was like, "Why?" And I was like, "Because you wear them one night, they get a little dirty or whatever. You know, you put they had these things called what was it called? Force fields." And it was like this little insert that you would put inside the shoe, and like you know when you go to buy a shoe and it has the little thing
Yeah.
on the
Yeah,
inside.
yeah,
I forget what it's called.
Like a cardboard.
Yeah,
little-
yeah. So it's
yeah.
kind of like something like that, right? So when I would wear them one night, right after the night of wearing them, I would come home, take them off. I put that little insert inside of them, and it would make the crease disappear, right? So you'd start creasing the shoe a little bit. You put it in, and it just makes that crease disappear. And you wear the other set of shoes the next day, so that the force field could just sit in there. And it keeps your shoes from getting creased.
So you were the shoe fanatic.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I used to get down.
Dang, okay.
It helps it maintain the shape of
Yeah.
the shoe.
Yeah,
Yeah. They
yeah.
have that. They have the stuff like that for like cowboy boots.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure because cowboy boots crease.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that word like rings a bell. That's all I hear when people talk about shoes, like crease, crease, crease. Yeah, you can't crease the shoe. Like,
Yeah.
oh god.
Yeah, once the shoes are creased, it's like they've lost their flyness.
Yeah.
You know.
I honestly don't even know what that is.
I've seen people just like stuff tissues in them to get rid of the crease, but it doesn't always work. So
Yeah, I've never tried that before, but I mean, anything that just gives it that shape again, so it pushes it back out, works really good. And one of the things I liked about those force fields was you could even wear them. You could leave them in the shoe while you were wearing it, and that's actually the way they would say to do it, because it would like keep the shoe from creasing even more.
Yeah.
But it was always very uncomfortable. I just didn't like the way it would feel on the top of my foot. So I was
Yeah.
like, nah, when I get home, I'll slip it in there and just leave it in, let it sit overnight. And sometimes I'd hit it with my mom's hair dryer because you heat it up and it
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
makes the shoe
experience.
makes the shoe like a little more flexible.
Like pliable, yeah.
Yeah. So yes,
Dang.
sir.
Okay. Jeez.
Yeah, that was your boy back in the day, man. I was big on all that kind of stuff. And then when my accident happened, I had like 2 tubs of shoes, and I was just like, just give them away. I don't even want them. Just give them all away. And I just
Jeez.
gave all my shoes away. And then when I got my prosthetics and I was able to start walking again, I was like, dang, I should have kept my shoes. So yeah.
Jeez. So you just gave all of them away?
Gave them all away, bro. All of them.
Dang, that's
Every single
crazy.
pair. And then after that, I probably bought like another 15 pairs of shoes. I
Dang.
got like a bunch of Adidas.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's funny because I went and bought more shoes, and when I was up and walking a lot, I loved it. I was changing out my shoes all the time, and I was like, yeah, I get to wear shoes again. But since I haven't been walking very much lately, it's like they're all just collecting dust in my closet. I'm about ready to give them away again.
Yeah.
Or you could just clean them.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah. Mm.
I'm hoping to get up and start walking again, so that way I'll be stepping
Yeah.
in my shoes again.
Yeah.
You
Nice.
gotta get them ready.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Just preparing them. Okay. Well, I guess we can spin the wheel.
Okay.
That was good. Board games. Okay. This might get political. I'm joking. Yeah. Okay. What kind of board games does everyone play? Just start off.
Monopoly.
When I knew
Oh.
someone.
That
would
is
say
a classic right there.
Yes,
It is good,
yes,
yeah.
That one takes forever.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fighting and arguing sometimes in that game.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually learned that when you read the actual rules to Monopoly, there really is no rules. Like you can like wholesale.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can do all kinds of stuff that you wouldn't think that you can normally do on just a board game. But in all reality, you can like negotiate and work all kinds
Oh,
of
yeah.
backdoor deals,
Mm-hmm.
like all kinds of stuff. And I was like, dang, I didn't know that Monopoly was like that intense.
Yeah. That's when I played. They had mortgages on the places. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if that's a normal Monopoly, but I don't remember that. Like, everyone had a mortgage. I was like, okay, dang, gotta pay it back. But yeah. Are you guys like? I wouldn't say card games counts as board games, but if it did, do you play card games like big games like Civilization or like if you know what that is, like Risk, like huge ones?
We have Catan. We like to play Catan.
Yeah, Catan's
or
good.
Catan, however you say it.
I like Catan. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fun game right there.
I barely play any board games or card games.
Dang. It's wild.
I'm more of a card game player.
Yeah.
Nice.
We have a lot of card games.
Has
What
anybody
about
ever?
Battleship? Sorry.
Oh yeah, Battleship is a good
Yeah,
one.
Yeah,
I like
pretty good.
Battleship too.
Yeah, I used to play that a lot as a kid. Has anybody ever played Blank Slate?
Yes.
Yes, actually.
That
Yeah.
game's pretty fun.
That game
Yes.
is fun.
We just had a game night on Saturday, and with some family and friends, and we were playing that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's a fun one.
It actually is a really fun game. Yeah, I mean, I love strategy games, but party games, some of them are just so good. Like Chameleon, if anyone's ever
Oh
played
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, some
Chameleon's
of
a
them are
good
just,
one.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, my wife's cousin, they're big on like board games and stuff like that. So every time we have a game night, they always come through with something new. So that's when I got to play that blank slate.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah, it was pretty fun.
There's so many new ones out there. It's like,
I was surprised on how many new games there are.
yeah.
No, there's so many. Yeah, like if you go to like any like thrift shop or something, they're everywhere. Like on shelves, there's on shelves. You can find like just infinite games. It's insane.
And different styles too. Like,
Yeah.
For instance, I don't have this game, but there's a game where the throw burrito game.
Yeah.
I don't know
Oh,
anything
yeah.
about it because I've never
I
played it,
just-
but like they have like a little burrito that you
Yeah.
throw, right? And
We
then
have
there's
that game.
like the dice game. There's games that have a bunch of dice.
Yeah.
So they definitely have gotten creative with their ways of making games.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you played the other burrito, but yeah. Have you played that?
No, I haven't. Mm-mm.
Like, yeah, it's like you can duel. You get it, and both you grab a burrito and run back and throw it to your face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it gets pretty brutal, honestly.
I'm drawing a blank on the name of the game, but another one of my wife's cousins' husband, he's like a big gambler, so he likes to play a lot of like poker and all kinds
Like
of
blackjack and stuff.
yeah. But he has this game where it's like this board and there's like these pegs and it's supposed to be like a horse race kind of in a sense, like that's kind of what it's depicting. And then so you have like one, or excuse me, I think it's two through I think it's the king.
Mm-hmm.
And so a card represents like each one of the horses, right? So you have like the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Okay, yeah.
Jack, the
Queen and king.
the king and the queen. Like the king and the queen are like they're worth like 12 points. And then you have like 10, 9, 8, right, all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
And then so basically, like you have to pull these cards in the beginning, and like the first card you pull, that horse gets taken out, right, of the race, and then that one will be worth 25 cents, and then you pull in like let's say the first card was a 4, right? So the number 4 horse gets taken out, right? And anytime you pull like a 4, or excuse me, when you roll a 4, because you have to roll a dice. So anytime you roll a 4, you owe 25 cents,
Okay.
right? And then so you do that with 4 cards. So you take a total of 4 of the horses out. Anytime you roll that number, like let's say you roll an 11, and you have, let's say you have like 4 cards, and you have like two kings and a queen, right? So you have 3 cards that are under the 11 slot, right? So if that horse finishes the race first, you get all the winnings that go into the middle. So every time somebody rolls that one of the horses that gets pulled, it's either a quarter, 50 cents, 75 cents, or $1 that gets put into the cup, right? So and I'm drawing a blank on the name, but it's a really fun
Yeah,
game. I
no.
kid you not. Like it's a lot of fun.
Do they have like
Okay.
fake money pieces, or do you use real money?
No, you use real money.
Oh, okay.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yep, he's real money. Like I said, he's a big gambler. He loves to bet and on everything. So,
Oh yeah.
like even when he was like, "This is my board game," and he busted it out, and I was like, "Of course, it has to deal with money."
Yeah.
But it is really fun though, and like I said, it's just a little fun game where you're only spending like
Couple dollars.
10, 15 bucks max.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
Okay, yeah, I did something actually. Yeah. I definitely do like love like Texas Hold'em, like blackjack. Those are so fun. Like my family, of course, no one wants to lose money, so we'll all like pass like little like pennies around or something. But it's pretty fun. Like playing blackjack. Like my brother will be like, okay, do it, and like I have a ton of siblings, so we can all play one match, like a whole thing, and that's honestly, other than like big board games, that's probably the funnest, like gambling games
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Right. I like to gamble, but I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
I always end up losing my money, so I'm just like, sometimes, like my wife's cousin's husband, he'll be like, "Gee, come on, let's play," and I'm like, "I think I'm gonna just watch this time." And he'll be like, "Come on, man, get in," and I'm like, "No," I'm like, "You guys already know." Like my $20 in the pot is already gonna be just like
There,
forfeit
yeah.
because I know I'm not winning. Like
Yeah.
he knows how to count cards and
Oh,
everything,
yeah.
bro. Like he'll be
Jeez.
like, you either have this or that because this was already played, that was
Yeah.
played, and you're either sitting on this, and I'm like, bro, you're taking the fun out of it, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Right,
you're
right.
telling me what I got. That
Supposed
ain't
to be
even
mysterious.
Yeah.
Like who told you? I didn't show my cards. Who told you? All right, so we on to the next one.
Yep.
All right, let's get one more in. Oh,
Skills.
of course. I was hoping it was gonna land on amusement parks.
We can do that one. 'Cause honestly, that one would be kind of faster.
What, amusement parks?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Let's
Yeah.
do it because I know we've been wanting to talk about that one for a few weeks now.
Okay. So amusement parks. Amusement parks.
What amusement parks have you been to?
Just like I wanted to go to Hurricane Harbor. Have you been there?
Have you ever been to Six Flags?
Yeah, I went with you. What do you mean? You forgot?
Wait, what?
What? Even though, and Six Flags, you do you remember that?
No.
Okay.
Bro,
Was it
Well,
like last year or many years ago
No,
or
it was like, what, 3 months ago?
3 months ago?
4 months ago or something? But
You
whatever.
Oh wait,
forgot.
I think I remember. I think I remember one.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I mean, either way, I don't really do rides that much. They're terrifying, my opinion.
No, I love rides. Like
Yeah.
my favorite's Mr. Freeze.
Oh my God.
Texas Giant. is
Giant's
my
pretty
favorite.
fun.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
I never.
actually,
The old aesthetic.
I actually just watched a video for the other podcast where it was talking about somebody died on the Texas Giant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know about that one. But that's the old. This is
Yeah,
it's
that was
literally
the
called the
old
new
one.
Texas Giant because they rebuilt the whole
Yeah.
thing because of that.
Oh, okay.
I still
Was the
enjoy-
Texas Giant like the wooden?
Yeah,
the
Yeah.
wood
Oh,
one. That was
okay.
terrifying.
And so they took it down and built a new
Yeah.
one.
Mhm.
I don't know. I never really liked the Titan. I don't know.
I blacked out on that when I was like 7.
I like the Mr. Freeze
Mr. Freeze is very fun.
Yeah.
in the front. You
I
have to
would've said
ride
you
in
have
the
to do
I
front.
backwards.
hate
the
the
best.
joke.
I can never get in the front. There's always like
Bro,
10
Mr.
people.
Freeze in the front is so fun. When you're like all the way up here, you're like 300 feet, it's just straight fall down.
Wait, that's the one you can go backwards or forwards, right?
Yeah,
Dang.
I prefer going backwards and forwards.
It goes so fast though. Like you blink and it's over.
Yeah.
The last time I went to Six Flags was for my oh, uh, honeymoon. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word.
Yeah.
My husband and I went for our honeymoon, and we went on it during the day, and there was barely anyone there, so we kept riding Mr. Free. Well, we rode all the rides like over and over and over, and we got in the front, and it was so much fun. But that was like 14,
No.
15 years ago.
Yeah,
so.
me and my
Yeah.
family all got season passes this year again.
We did too.
Jeez.
I remember getting season passes when I was like 14, 15. We'd get season passes all the time. One of my favorite rides in Denver was a ride called the Tower of Doom.
Jeez.
And basically it was take you up 22 stories and drop you. Yeah, that was
It's like
that
the
ride
Superman.
was it was the bomb.
Were you like sitting on something,
Are you
or
like in
Yeah.
an actual building or is it just
No, so
In the
I think it's kind of like the Superman ride here. So you're like you sit in these like I don't know, like I don't want to call them carts, but you like just sit in these little seats,
Mhm.
and then it just pulls you up to the top.
oh, it's like the
It drops
4
you.
people on one side, 4 people on the other
Yeah.
side, 4 people
Yeah.
all the way around.
Superman
Oh,
with
okay,
seats
okay.
that like
Yeah.
go over you?
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
kinda
yeah,
like
like the
Superman.
bars come
Yeah.
down over you.
those are fun.
Yeah,
A lot.
yeah. I used to
lot of fun.
I used to be big on like just letting my hands just dangle and just
Mhm.
dropping
Yeah.
it, just feeling free. That's the most I could do
Yeah.
though, because believe it or not, even though that was like one of my favoriteest rides to ride, I was always I've not I've always had a fear of falling,
Oh yeah.
like always, and I always I first got on that to try to conquer that fear, um, having that fear of falling, but it's just always there. But I don't know. I guess being in the seat, you're strapped in, so you're just like, okay, I can do this.
Maybe you need to try bungee jumping.
I don't know if I could do that one. Like my wife keeps trying to get me to go jump out of an airplane.
Okay.
Because when I was in the hospital, I met an individual. He was
Skydiver.
a skydiver instructor, and he lost his leg in like a motorcycle accident, and so he was always like really sad because he couldn't do it as often as he did before. And then he got released from the hospital, and he invited me out to a city called Longmont in Colorado, and he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna be jumping out of planes and this and that." He's like, "You should come and watch me, man. This is my first time since my amputation, and you should come check us out." So me and my family and we all went up there, and my wife was like, "Do it, do it." And I was like, "Nah, I can't." And my guy was like, "Bro," he was like, "You'll be strapped to my chest." He was like, "You're good. You'll be good the whole way." And I was like, "No, bro." I was like, "I'm good. I'll stay right here on the ground."
Yeah.
I think I would be more apt to do it if I was strapped to somebody else rather than myself because I don't have as much of a fear as jumping out of the airplane as I do as not being able to pull
Pull
a
the
parachute.
cord.
Yeah.
Or like it not working.
Well,
and just
either
like
that or like
Yeah.
I would just be like so stressed out in the moment that I would like be trying to
Forget.
pull it or
Forget,
not know where
yeah.
it's at or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
That's my fear.
I think you have to get get a certain amount of people, or a certain amount of dives before you can actually do it alone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So-
Well, that's good because I feel like I would just blank in that moment and everything would go wrong.
I have an uncle who skydives for like a living. He used to be a paratrooper, I think, or something like that. But he skydives all the time. He's been trying to get me to do it, and I'm like, I want to, but at the same time, it seems so scary.
Yeah. It does. Okay. Well, I think that's it for the podcast today. Thank you for listening, and hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next week.